everybody! I am going to Jollywood Nights and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party next week. So I've got just a few days to get ready, and I've been thinking about it for a very, very long time and what I need to pack and all of those kind of things. And I thought I would share with you what I'm doing for first Jollywood Nights. We're basically getting right off the plane, getting our car and going straight to Disney to get to the party. We can be there at 5:30. It starts at 7:30, so we can get some stuff done ahead of time and then get really into the festivities after that. So typically through Jollywood Nights, it's very glam, very Hollywood, old Hollywood. You want to be comfortable, so I typically will make sure I have enough room in whatever I'm wearing to be able to move around and feel comfortable in it. I'm wearing a dress, and it's cute. It's just like a little whatever dress. And then Noe is going to be matching me as well. I got him some black pants. Have him wear this with just a shirt underneath, probably short sleeve because he does get hot, even though it will be cooler at night. I highly suggest bringing a jacket or something like that. This goes in his little jacket if he is wearing a jacket, or there's an option for this guy right here. And then it also came with cufflinks to match, which is awesome. And then it came with a tie and a bow tie, so you can choose what you want. I've already pressed them, and so that is ready to go there. And then my dress just looks like this. I'm thinking of doing a sash with it across to possibly match him, maybe do a silver or gold even. And then I guess it totally depends on what ears I decide to bring with me. What I'm going to do is just pack this bag here. This is my always travel bag, and then depending on what airline I'm taking, I'll have like checked bags or a carry-on bag. What I'm taking back is Allegiant, so I don't have space for anything else, but fortunately it's only a couple of days. So what I'm going to do is pack this bag. I'm going to pack Noe's go-to bag, and then this is going to have all of our park stuff in it. So what I'm going to do is pack our outfits for that day. We'll have different outfits for our flight because it is like a 6 hour, because I couldn't get a nonstop for that particular day, and I have to work the day before, so I couldn't go the day before either. Basically what goes in our packed bags is our outfits, and then I put together a whole list of like ideas and things that I always pack. Ponchos, disposable, reusable, whatever you want to do. I always do ponchos because it doesn't take very much space. And then I also at least one charging cord with extra chargers. We always do too, because I tend to use a lot of energy. In the parks, they do have fuel rods, and they have an upgraded one now, so it does last longer. You can purchase them there. And then at the Disney parks, it's free, completely free, just to throw it in the fuel rod bin or system, and then they pop out a charged one for you, which is great. I've done that too, and I love it. It's just not quite as convenient as having my own, but if I run out of power, having a fuel rod ready to go is great. And my daughter always carries a little fuel rods around, even around campus right now. She typically will bring fuel rods wherever we go, whatever trip we're going on. So whether it be Disney or otherwise. Basically, I'm going to pack all that. I'm going to pack whatever ears. I might be just buying some ears because my Christmas ears are destroyed. So, but there were some on sale on the Disney website, and I can't get them in time. So I waited too long. Let's just face it. I'm going to have to go in and buy ears when I get there, which is fine. I love ears. I do love ears. So, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Something else that I always take with me is hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer. Look at the Christmas theme, so it's perfect. I also have a hand sanitizer holder, which is in another one of my bags, which is at my husband's work right now because it's in my car. Something else I have, which I absolutely love, is an ear holder. So this just clips right on your ears. Let's see, just like this. And then I just do it between right here, clip. And then like sometimes my ears, or like my head just is like, I'm not ready for it. Or like if I'm going on a ride that I can't have my ears on, I just stick it on here and I'll put it back on when I'm ready, or like eating or whatever. And then it just is attached to my bag like that, which also helps me accessorize, especially when I'm not using a Loungefly for the day, which I'm not going to. So typically I do, and my husband carries this around for me if I have a Loungefly. So they're just to match everything. Like I have a Loungefly for this Spirit jersey. So yeah, so basically that's Jollywood Nights. And then for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, I do have this ugly Christmas sweater for my husband. Typically for this party, people will wear like an ugly Christmas sweater, or they'll wear pajamas, which I have not found pajamas yet. Again, I might be buying them there if I can't find any. I went to the mall yesterday, and I've been searching all through the internet, and I just have not found that pair. And if all else fails, I'll be going to the Disney store for them. Probably World of Disney at Disney Springs day of the party, because that's just my life sometimes. Sometimes I run out of time for things, and that's it. And then on top of that, I mean, for when I wear dresses, which is almost always, I'll wear a skirt or a dress, just something easy. Hopefully it's like a skirt, but if it's something like what I'm wearing for Jollywood Nights, I do put on a pair of shorts underneath, especially when you know you're going to be riding rides. It helps with chafing. Obviously, it's very, 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 very humid down there. So it's something you definitely want to think about, because like the instant you outside, you are just drenched in humidity sometimes. So chafing happens quite readily, and you will notice that a lot of people are walking around all chafed. Okay, so that's something to think about. And then shoes. Let's talk about shoes for a moment. I have a recovery pair of UFOs that I love, and typically I will wear Hoka's, and I have an insert on them because I have bad feet. I've got really bad feet. I bought these for our trip to Europe, but they have been really great. This attaches to your phone, so like you can attach this to your bag or your pants or like kind of whatever. If you tend to drop your phone quite a bit or lose it, this is kind of like, you can't lose it or drop it if you have it attached to something. So I'll put that on my list too, because I think these are great. We used them while we were in Europe over the summer and they were great. I did buy these just for that, and I've been using them ever since. For Jollywood Nights and for the Mickey's Christmas party, that I have a long list, and I'm gonna go over them, so pay attention to that. I'm going to be posting something before we go about what Jollywood has to offer and what Mickey's Very Merry Christmas has to offer for specialty drinks, snacks, swag, all that kind of stuff. When that night comes, there's all new stuff, all fun stuff to try and buy. So yeah, and of course do. So we're gonna kind of go over that and like kind of things that I look for. And yeah, so stay tuned.